Welcome to Glenfinnan. The train has just left. We're now going to be making our way that way, so I need to find a path to go for a walk up the hill. But what an absolutely stunning day. There is no wind. It is the start of April. It is just an absolute stunning day here. And what a station. All right, let's find this viaduct trail and head on our way. All right, so we need viaduct trail. Let's go woodland, walk and viewpoint. That's what we're looking for. Let's go for a walk. I've got some time after the after the other train comes back through in a couple of hours. I'll then shoot back here to the platform and we'll have some time to explore the facilities at the platform, because there's a little gift shop that I'll probably end up getting a few things from anyway. But we've now got a bit of a walk ahead to get to the viaduct, take some happy snappy photos, and then wait for the next train to come back through, which is the first day of the... I've got to get this name right, and I'm not going to get it right now whilst I'm walking, but it's the first day of the season for the new train, or for the tourist train that goes down to Malay. Some days it is a steam engine. Today, unfortunately, this is quite hard walking and talking. Today it is the diesel engine. That's still fine. No troubles at all with that, because it's still the shot that we're looking for and to witness a train going over the viaduct. Let's continue on this path and concentrate on the actual path instead of me talking and jabbering along. Let me concentrate on the walk. Little miniature railway. How cool is that? Nice to see it working. Right. This path will be closed. Well, it's not closed today. It's open today. Let's continue. Right. Let's shut the gate. The gate will shut itself. Give you a straight heads up. You come out of the platform, it's quite a nice little walk. Probably hear me breathing. I'm fit. I've got a big backpack on my back. This is a steep climb. Was not expecting this. Glad I got a drink with me. You don't want to hear me panting, so I'm going to turn the video off for a second, get to the top. So we've made it to Station Viewpoint. We've got Lochshire Viewpoint to go next, then the Viaduct Viewpoint, and then it is the walk back to the station once the train goes that way over the viaduct later this afternoon. There's the Glenfinnan Monument, and then the Lochshire, which is right in front of us, which I'll show you now. What a gorgeous day. Lochshire is the next viewpoint. It's about a 700 metre walk. It's undulating. So there's going to be lots of panting from me. The eagle-eyed viewer will notice that the jumper is off, the vest is still on, but the arms are free. Yes, it's just too hot. Yeah, as an Aussie, I'm complaining about the heat. Ironic, isn't it now? Hot in Scotland, yeah. Time to sign off on that one. And we have made it to the Lochshire Viewpoint. 250 metres to go to the viaduct. But let's stop here for a second and see what this view looks like. So this particular viaduct became famous thanks to Harry Potter. In railway enthusiasts, hobbyists, fans of railways, we already knew about them. And I put myself into the we already knew category as a fan of railways. So why is this viaduct so good? It just is. I can't pinpoint the exact reason why, but it is just in a gorgeous spot. I mean, look at that view on a day like today. It is just absolutely sensational. And there's a railway viaduct here. I mean, For a photographer's dream, ticks every box. For a railway enthusiast, it ticks every box. For a Harry Potter fan, it ticks their box. Don't care if you're a nerd, a geek, whatever. You're out and about and exploring the world, and it brings you to places like this because you're a fan of something. Good on you. Keep doing it. Because the view you get when you get closer gets even better. And there is, down there, the Glenfinnan Monument. We're not going to get near it. That's as close as we're going to get today. The views just keep getting better and better with this walk. It is a tight path. So if you do come along here with young kids, you need to be very careful. But even I'm struggling with it, to be honest. I'm not saying I'm the fittest of people. Definitely not. But I've still got to climb back up this to get back to the station. But look at that view today. Oh, I'm going to keep going on about today's view because it is absolutely stunning. And the weather. And it's pretty quiet at the moment, but I am rest assured that it does get busier as the main train gets closer. And that is where we're venturing to, where those people are standing, because that, I think, is the viaduct. If not, there's a little bit further to walk. Off to the next viewpoint, which is the big one. This is the viaduct one, and it is absolutely spectacular even on this part of the journey. So let's turn the camera around and look at that, not me. And there it is. There are some Network Rail guys on it at the moment. They're just surveying it before the next trains come through, which is about an hour and a half away. So for me to get to that spot, have a drink, have an eat, have a bite, not neat, and just admire and take in this view for the next hour. And what a view to take in while we wait for the train to come through. And wow, there it is. The viaduct. And we're now at the viaduct viewpoint, which, just behind the trees. You get that as the shot. You see the orange figures out there at the moment. That's the Network Rail guys just surveying the bridge, or the viaduct, sorry, as we wait for the Jacobite train to be through in probably about 45 minutes now. So we're going to make our way down to the viaduct so I can actually touch it and say, hey, look, I've touched the viaduct, and have a look from underneath before the train is due through. There is no, I'm getting no signal on my phone out here, so in terms of understanding what time the train's due at the moment, I'm going on what Google's saying before I left Fort William, which was a 2 o'clock leaving Malang. Now, other people have said that the train's getting here at 3:45. That's perfectly fine because my train back to Fort William isn't until 5 o'clock. So I've got no trouble with the timing. It's just a matter of when do I need to be up the top of this hill that I'm climbing down to get my little vantage point to see the train go over the viaduct, because that's the main reason we're here. Some people come here to see the nature, do the walks. I'm doing a little bit of both because I'm also wanting to see a train go over this viaduct. I've ridden over it. Now it's time to get a train back over it, or to watch a train back over it. Let's actually concentrate and not sprain my ankle, because that would be a disaster in the middle of nowhere and you're relying on public transport. It is a spectacular viaduct though. That is just brilliant. Wow. And there it is, the viaduct from underneath. What a structure, what a structure. It spans across the valley from one side to the other. There it is. We'll see a train on it shortly. Right, let's make our way up the hill. Gate shut, off we go. So this is just a few hours out at the viaduct waiting for a train to come past. I might as well put this on video just to show you, one, how accessible it is coming from the platform, and two, how fit you should be as well. Because you definitely want walking shoes, and on a day like today, I actually wish I wore shorts, not jeans, but it'll get cold quickly. It's Scotland after all. Let's climb back up this hill. This is not going to be fun. And I am just doing this walk, by the way. I'm not going down to the touristy car park to buy anything. It would be from the touristy shop at the station. Look at that view. What a day. Alrighty. Now for some steps. What a scene. So we're wondering what those Network Rail guys are doing. If I zoom in, you can see them abseiling down the side of the viaduct. So they're fixing something over there. As we still wait for the train. So you definitely know a train's on its way in, because if we zoom in on the other side of the hill, you will now start to see a lot more people over there than there has been all day. However, we just sit here and wait for that train to come through. So that's the train through, and this is the pilgrimage back down the hill. But we are going to be going back that way, the way we came. And there's the viaduct behind us as we head back up the hill and head now back to the train station. I'm not going to go down the hill into the touristy area. Rather get back to the train station, have a look around, see what gifts there are there. And this is a pretty cool walk back as well, with some nice views to take in a few more photos on the way back as bagpipes play over the viaduct. So in terms of travelling up here to Fort William for the day, what we did was we grabbed the Caledonian Sleeper and did the night train from Euston, London to Fort William. We did it with our Euro Rail pass, which also gets you onto regional rail across the UK. So at the very end of our trip, I will do a video and explain the costs of both the Euro Rail and also the overall cost. Work out if it was cheaper than buying just a conventional ticket, but for this view you'd pay anything. That is spectacular. So we're here at Glenfinnan station where the viaduct is, and this is where they drop you off from Fort Williams. If you continue that way, you end up at Menelang, and they do have quite a little bit of nostalgia here. There is a little museum, so we're just going to have a look in here quickly as well. So we're just having a look in the museum now. It's got information on why the line was built, who built the line, why it was built to where it was built, and you can see the viaduct there as well getting built. And we just have a look through here. To enter this is just a donation, so very simple, and you can actually see a little bit of history of the place in terms of the timeline when everything was open, dating back to 1894 when the submission was done. You also get to have a look in the signal box, which is where we're going to go next. Glenfinnan Station, amazing. Worth a visit. Worth a visit. Off to the signal box, the old style signal box. With the dining cars over there, that would be one awesome night in a dining car. We don't have time today, of course. We're going to get back to Fort William. But let's have a look inside and give it a try. Up the stairs and into the signal box.
And in Scotland, we have this convention that up always points towards Edinburgh. Confusion obviously causes potentially problem, but it's, you know, it's not trivial.
And that was the signal box. That was pretty cool to see how they used to do it in the manual version. Now it's automated through here with the stop signs that you can probably see just in the background over my shoulder there. It's now time for me to get the train back to Fort William and enjoy a night. So it is definitely a goodbye from me. Thank you so much for joining me out here in Glenfinnan today on the viaduct and on that path over to the viaduct and back. What an experience, what a day, what a view. Incredible weather for April here in Scotland. Not a cloud in the sky. Can't say enough how awesome today's been. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. So we head back to the train station to get the bad train.